Hi ka-learners! Hope you are all safe and well. This is another lesson. Last episode, we prepared the requirements needed in applying for a job. After you have fulfilled these requirements, the job interview will come next. The job interview is the most critical part of the application process. This is a face-to-face encounter with your future employer, and therefore making a good impression is important. This is the part where the employer makes sure that what you have written in your resume or biodata is true. If, for example, you said that you are good in communicating with people, then this is your chance to prove it. After today's discussion, you should be able to prepare for an interview and communicate your skills and good qualities to your employer during the interview. For your interview to turn out well, preparation is important. In fact, what you do before the interview may be as important as what you do during the interview. Knowing what to do before and during the interview will add to your confidence. Let us prepare you and Joshua for the interview. Let's see if you know what attire is appropriate for an interview. Here's what each of the pictures suggests. Number 1, Joshua is not fit to go to an interview. He is wearing clothes that are too casual. Number 2, the suit that he is wearing may be too formal for the job that he is applying for. Number 3, Joshua is ready for the interview. The long sleeve polo and slacks are just right. Joshua's third look is the most appropriate. He is neither too formal nor too casual for the job. He looks neat, clean, and presentable. Choosing the right attire for the interview may still be confusing for you, but don't worry. We will discuss this further. What you wear during the interview can make or break you. This is especially true if the employer is very particular about personality. When thinking of the appropriate attire for the interview, think of the company and job that you are applying for. Jeans and collarless shirts are generally discouraged in a job interview. These will do if you're applying as a factory worker, hollow block maker, and the like. For other jobs, however, such an attire is too informal. For women, dresses are sometimes inappropriate. A blouse and a skirt or slacks would be better. If you are applying for a very high-ranking position, a suit for men or an equally formal attire for women would be appropriate. Aside from the attire, it is important that you come to the interview on time. Being on time can show that you are committed or that you really want the job. Before the interview, it is important that you practice what you want to say during the interview. Think about the answers to common questions asked during interviews. Prepare questions for the employer. Your questions can deal with policies, expectations, benefits, and salary, among others. The personal interview is a very important part of the screening process. Here, you can demonstrate what you can do and the attitudes that you have about the job. More importantly, it is the interview which largely determines your chances. That is why you should be prepared for it. Do not forget the basics, that is, shake the hand of the interviewer if it is offered. Maintain eye contact and smile. Employers have reasons for asking the questions they usually ask. In each of these questions, they want to know something about you as a person and an employee. Here are the reasons employers ask their usual questions. Tell me about yourself. The employer wants to know how you express yourself. Do not mention your personal profile because this is already written in your biodata. What would you consider are your best skills? The employer wants to know what you can contribute to the company. Do you prefer to work alone or with others? Most employers want team players, so they want to assess how you will be able to work with a team. What are your hobbies? The employer may be looking for your other skills. Also, having a hobby implies that you have a life outside of your work. Employers feel that employees who engage in hobbies are less stressed and are happier and healthier. What is your major weakness? This does not mean that you will spill out all your negative traits. In fact, you should only cite one and turn that weakness into a strength. Do you have any questions? It is important to ask questions related to the company or job that you are applying for. This implies that you are interested in the job. Think of the job that you want to apply for. Conduct a mock interview with your friends or family members using the sample questions that are listed on your online LMS account. Let one of your friends or family members act as an employer who is screening applicants. Then pretend that you are being interviewed. During the mock interview, answer as you would in an actual interview. After the mock interview, ask the interviewer how you did and in what areas can you still improve. How did you do? If you did well, congratulations! If the interviewer cited some areas for improvement, consider them. The key is to practice, practice, practice. Put in mind that these skills will be very useful when you are in a job hunting scenario. Do not forget the highlights of this lesson. The interview is where the employer checks if the things you have written in your biodata or resume are true. Before the interview, prepare your attire, one that is appropriate to the company and the position that you are applying for. Practice what you want to say during the interview. Prepare questions for the interview. Come to the interview on time. And during the interview, do not forget to shake the hand of the interviewer if offered. Maintain eye contact and smile. To be able to answer the interviewer's questions, you need to understand why these questions are being asked. And there you have it. We hope all these tips will give you an edge when you head out for your job interview. We sincerely hope that you will be able to land the dream job of yours. Thank you for learning with me, mga ka-learners. See you on our next lesson.